What's up, guys? Ashley Bornancin here with the Red Carpet Report. Today we're at Beverly Hills at the PaleyFestPreviews, catching up with the cast and executive producers of a show that's literally going to blow your mind. Let's go get inside of the minds of tomorrow people. You too. Okay, so I'm into it. I've only seen a couple preview clips,
Okay.
but I like how it's following, the hottie over there.
Yeah, he's not bad, is he?
Not bad at all. So can you tell me about the real life issues you're focusing on in Tomorrow People, besides all the cool, telepathy and everything?
Yeah, honestly, by no means is it issue of the week. It's more just, growing up and trying to figure out who you are and trying to find yourself as you cross over that threshold from being a teenager into an adult. There's a lot that people go through, especially these days. There's a lot, when you're diagnosed as having mental problems and really you're just, trying to figure yourself out. You deal with the history of these characters and what they felt like before they realized they were actually an entire other species, and for Kara, there's a surprise relating to her character that we'll learn she was leading a completely different existence before she started breaking out, and Russell, was using and abusing his powers in ways that he didn't even see as problematic when he was an early breakout. So there's a lot of fun stuff, and other Tomorrow People that are really struggling with feelings of loneliness and loss and feeling like they're all alone in the world. And it's fun to see Steven the character, Robbie the actor, come in and have a point of view about how it doesn't have to be one species against the other. Like, there is a way that both species could work together to make each individual species better human beings, whether they are in fact human or not,
So when one finds out they're a tomorrow person, what happens to them?
Well, that's the thing. The minute they start acting out and getting caught doing things like waking up in the top of the Empire State Building when it's closed for the night, or if they get a little desperate, maybe robbing a bank for some money to pay the bills at home, they immediately land on the radar of Ultra, who has their own agenda for every tomorrow person, whether it be to round them up, put them down, use them for their own purposes, and then psychically, our underground Tomorrow People can kind of sense and feel that breakout appearing. And so the goal is to get to them before Ultra gets to them and give them a choice of how to live their life and say, hey, you can come be one of us, and we can keep you out of danger, and we can be your family, and we can take care of you if you want to join our group. But it's not always that easy. It's not always like, oh, sure, I'd love to come live under the subway tunnels and, with all you fun, hot people, it's not always that easy.
Now, what do you think the, normal people are so fearful of the Tomorrow People? Why do you think that is?
Well, I think normal people are afraid of anything that they don't understand. And, there's an excitement attached to the discovery of an extra species, that looks like us, talks like us, feels like us, and yet ultimately has these abilities that we as human beings don't have. But when you see the behavior of some of these Tomorrow People that maybe aren't so good, you get, and which is Jedediah's point of view, you get a sense of how if we let this behavior take over, like we as human beings are victims and we are powerless against it. So it's fear. It's like, it's like in the X-Men movies, it's that same thing, fear of the unknown, fear of different, fear of somebody coming in and uprooting your existence and taking it away from you. And it's that instinct to protect what's yours that, specifically Jedediah is believing himself to be fighting the good fight for.
Last question for you is, obviously you've made some really big adaptations from the British version of not being so sci-fi. Is there a reason behind that the American audience might not want?
It's absolutely sci-fi. It's just, it's within that are amazing relationship moments and human moments and character-rich moments. I was just referencing to her Battlestar Galactica as a perfect sort of paradigm for it, which is, that was a show that happened to be set in space where there happened to be amazing shootouts in the middle of space with Cylons, but it was really allegorically a beautiful series about community and hope, and leadership and power and that kind of thing. So that, that's the way you tell a story. And then, the sci-fi gets to live within that.
Okay, yeah. Thanks for watching the Red Carpet Report. If you like this video, be sure to like it, and for more interviews, subscribe. And leave me a comment below telling me what your superpower would be if you were a tomorrow person. Mine would be super strength, so I could crush fools. Yeah!